Hey everybody, it's Brian with News Guy Camping. Thought I'd say hi. I'm in wild, wonderful West Virginia at Tomlinson State Park, or Tomlinson Run State Park. I'm out here by myself. My wife had to go and work this weekend, picking up some extra hours. So I'm here by myself. This was a recommendation from a friend of mine to come here. His name's Ken. Ken, thank you very much. It's beautiful gravel pad, but able to pound the tent stakes in pretty well. It's around 87 degrees right now, but I'm in the shade. Have a nice little fire going to keep the bugs away. And think about making lunch pretty soon here. It's going on 3:30. I haven't eaten all day. There's my tent over there. It's a Big Agnes Spicer 4 tent. I got that off an auction site for $9, and it's incredible. I'm gonna pull out that guide wire in a little bit to get a little bit more airflow, but right now it's spacious. I have my cot already inside. I got my bag. I'm getting ready to go make some lunch. Have a little bit of a late afternoon meal here. See if I can get this igniter to work. There we go. Alpine Air. Try this Creole style grilled chicken gumbo with rice. Sounds really good for a quick little lunch. Yeet. Gonna set up this folding camp table by Nature Hike. I know it looks like a mess in here. I always over-prepare. I overpack because you never know what's going to happen. And I'm by myself, so I can decide on what I want to use out of all the gear that I have. Well, it's been about 3 weeks since I've been able to get out. Had schedule conflicts come up, and you know, it's never great, but I was really hoping to get out this. It has been rough, but there's a couple stories that I covered that weren't the greatest. Just to, you know, just get outdoors is good enough, you know. But anyways, excuse me one second. I did a really nice story about a boxer who's local to my area, and he's 5-0, and he's getting a chance to fight a guy who is known for dream crushing. He defeats the undefeated. I'm hoping that Jerome is able to win tonight. The fight will be tonight in Highmark Stadium, and hoping that he's able to beat his opponent. Hopefully he'll go further. Hopefully he has by the time this will be out on YouTube, and he'll get a shot to go farther. We have a lot of good history with fighters in this area. Billy Conn, Michael Moore to a lesser extent, a little farther out of Pittsburgh, but Westmoreland County, and Paul Spadfedora. Hopefully Jerome will be added on. I hope I can say his name here. His name's Jerome Baxter. Up and coming kid, 29 years old, 30 years old. He went through some rough times. His mom and sister died within 6 months of cancer, and you can see that he has that determination, that fight, that grit to go and fight in their honor and their memory. I'll keep you all updated down below here, because I'm sure I'll find out. So anyways, I'm in Tomlinson Run State Park, and this is in West Virginia. It's a little bit over the border from Pennsylvania, where I live. It's beautiful. It's nice and secluded here. Campsites are a little bit close together, but it seems to be well maintained. Lots of people utilize it. Every campsite has electrical hookup if you need that, either 20 to 50 amp. Where I'm at, I'm about 350 feet from the bathrooms, and the shower. So not that I'm going to shower tonight, but having the bathroom handy is really nice. Hoping that I can come back here again in the fall before it closes up. It goes from April to October. So anyways, I'm gonna restir my meal here and chow down for some lunch. Ooh, that looks good. Nice and thick. Lots of rice. Some red peppers. Chicken. All right. Now on to my lunch. Ooh. Green peppers, red peppers, cayenne pepper, rice, chicken. It really rehydrated well. That's looking good. Just the right amount of spice. The chicken rehydrated really well. It's not dry. Really good. Got this on Amazon. It's Alpine Air, A-I-R-E, Alpine Air. So for my dinner tonight, if I'm still going to be able to eat dinner after this, I have a couple choices. I brought some burnt tips with mashed potatoes. And I also brought an MRE, chicken, rice, and noodles. And I'm kind of waffling. I think I want the beef tips. Who wouldn't, right? I'm going to finish eating this. And then I'll tell you about my week. So I know you're asking yourself, how was Brian's week at work? Well, Brian's week at work was okay. I didn't do anything too tragic. Of course, over the 4th of July, I did a fireworks safety story. Did something really cool yesterday, though. Out in a local French and Indian War fort. Out near where I cover and where I live is a fort called Fort Ligonier. And they recently discovered artifacts at a private residence, and I'm not going to say where because I signed a NDA. For those of you who don't know what an NDA is, it's a non-disclosure agreement. I'm not allowed to tell where it is, or any location or anything like that. I wasn't allowed to shoot the house that it's at, the road, or any other identifying features. Luckily, there was a group of about 40 people there digging, archaeologists, metal detectorists. They were finding more and more artifacts. They brought in cadaver dogs that hit on some things. It was an old barn site too. There was an old barn at the site, so there was a lot of animal bones found. But you're talking about this place was associated with George Washington. The site that was discovered was involved in a friendly fire incident with George Washington when he was a colonel in the British Army. So apparently George and his troops were supposed to engage the enemy and support other troops that were coming under fire. Well, as things happened, confusion. It was a Virginia militia. So you had a Virginia militia helping out another Virginia militia. So you had the fog of war that happened, and the two militias started to shoot at each other. George Washington came to the realization fairly quickly that, hey, this is another friendly militia. It's our own statesman. So he put himself in the line of fire of his own troops that he was commanding on horseback, went down the row of men firing with his saber and slapping the muskets up in the air. And he's written about this. And they were never really able to tell where exactly this happened until a few months ago. They brought out ground penetrating radar. Like I mentioned, they brought out cadaver dogs. They got permission from the owners of the site that they could dig, and they started to dig up a whole lot of artifacts: musket balls, buckles, bones. And this was George Washington really was really affected by this. It made him kind of frightened about his own mortality, and he resigned his commission in the Virginia militia afterwards. And he wrote about it. It's amazing what you find out when you find out what's actually in your backyard and all the history that's happened. It's pretty remarkable, and if you get a chance to go see it, if you like Revolutionary War or pre-Revolutionary War history, battlefields, forts, this is around. Well, this is actually the displays at Fort Ligonier in Ligonier, Pennsylvania. It's a little bit north of Fort Necessity, which was one of George Washington's defeats as a military commander. But it's really impressive, and you should really take the time to go see it if you're local. And if you're not, if you want to go out and try and find some of these sites, relive what history has brought us to this time, then you'll be really interested in this. And I couldn't recommend it enough. I was fascinated. I was geeking out. I have a degree in history, so that was just up my alley. And we had a really good time doing it. That was probably the highlight of my week. Nothing gory. No dead generals. No dead George Washingtons, which was good. Okay, I did forget that I did cover another interesting story, I should say. I covered a disturbance at a grocery store. A blind man was arrested. Apparently he had gone into the store with his seeing eye dog, which are allowed. And he walked in and he looked, well, he was like wandering around with the dog, and a concerned clerk came over and asked him, sir, can I help you out? And he says, no, I'll be fine. So he keeps on walking, and the clerk was keeping an eye on him. And this is how I got it from the police. And so the gentleman gets into the meat department with the dog. And he reaches down and grabs the dog by his tail, yanks the dog up, and starts swinging him in a circle around his head, like this. And the clerk, who's been keeping an eye on this guy, was like just horrified, and she starts screaming, "Sir, what are you doing? What are you doing? What can I do?" He goes, "Oh, I don't need any help. I'm just looking around." Cheers. God, this is spicy. This is an indication of how their other meals are. This grilled chicken, Creole style gumbo with rice. Wow. They're a winner. Thoroughly enjoyed this. Great lunch, hearty. And I'm looking forward to trying more of their meals. So this fire is doing its job. It's keeping the bugs away. Pretty nice. You're kidding me. It's actually raining right now. I can't believe it. I'm going to have to get stuff inside, but look at it. It's sunny outside. Unbelievable. You can hear it and you can see it. It's a sunny day and it's raining like crazy. It's like unbelievable. Well, that's certainly odd. Rain on a bright sunshine day. So I'm going to take the time right now to get my mattress inflated. I have my cot right here, nature high cot, and I'm gonna get it all up for a night of sleeping. Might as well do it while it's wet outside, right? All right, so I'm 6'3", and you can see that my head is touching if I try and stand up. If I stand up straight and tall and not get a spider crawling on me, that my head is going to be hitting this crossbar going across here, the X's. But it is a spacious tent. I like that it has some pockets here and here. Pockets here. And of course here. And right now there's hardly any airflow because I have that door closed to keep the rain out. A little bit got in. I'll have to wake that up, but you can see that. Well, West Virginia, that was neither wild nor wonderful. That was a soaking rain in a sunshine sky. My gosh. In fact, look at this. God rays. I'm going to make a cup of coffee that was provided to me from a really good guy on the internet, Ration Nerd. He tries out rations from all around the world. Military rations, civilian rations, whatever. And I became a Patreon of his site, and when I did, he sent me a thing of Spanish Instant Coffee. So I'm going to go and make that now. And Ration Nerd, this is for you. Oh yeah, this is going to be good. This is going to be real good. Excited to try this. All right, I have my coffee, my Spanish Instant Coffee. To everybody in the Ration Nerd Nation, cheers to you. And cheers to you, RN. Oh, that's good. That's real good. I'm not really a huge fan of instant coffee, but yeah, no, this is tasty. Send me more, please, RN. Ration Nerd sent this to me about a month ago when I signed up, a little over a month ago, and I told him I was gonna give him a shout out in my last video. Well, I misplaced the coffee, and I forgot to do it because I couldn't do it. So I felt bad, but now I have it. Here's your shout out again, Ration Nerd. Love you, man. Love you like a brother. I want to win one of your contests. I'm anxious to try squid and ink.
And the lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Yeah, no. I'm not anxious to try that whatsoever. No. No. I'm about as interested in that as you are, because I know you've tried it a couple of times, and no thank you. But it's good coffee. It's really good coffee. This is being recorded on a Saturday. Ration Nerd usually puts his out Sundays at 12:30. I know he's a hard-working man, and he's got a loyal fan base behind him. Suggest you subscribe to his channel too. He's entertaining, very funny. I guess the saying is, if you can't drink coffee on a hot day, I don't want to know who you are, or something like that. Yeah, I really don't want to know who you are if you can't drink coffee on a 85, 90 degree day with almost 100% humidity. This is hitting the spot right here. I might go make another one, although it's not going to be the Spanish coffee. I'm going to have to use my Starbucks. So I was just on my phone, and a text came up. Who here is tired of all these spam text messages? You get like 5, 6, 7 a day of these. It's getting ridiculous. You can get on the government do not call list. It doesn't matter. They still send them to you. Here's what I just got. Pardon my glasses. I haven't logged in for quite some time, but when I briefly reopened it, the system recommended your contact. I'm Natalia from California. What about you? Sure, you're Natalia from California. You're Privat from Bangalore, India, or Lagos, Nigeria. I hate these things. I hate them with a passion. Oh my God. Please, please tell me in the comments you hate them also. Oh, they're annoying. Reporting junk. So I figure I'd give you a story about something that happened to me. So back in 2008, on my birthday, I was sent to do live shots at a house that there had been a fatal fire. It was an arson, and it was horrible. 8 children and 1 adult died in this fire. And since I worked the overnight shift, our live shots started in the morning. They were starting at 4:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, it was not the nicest area of Cleveland. It was on the east side of Cleveland. And because of wires overhead, back in those days we used the masts on the live trucks for the microwaves, so we had to put a mast up in the air. Well, I had to park down a little ways from the house and run a cable down the street because of wires. I couldn't put my mast up right near the house. I unrolled my cable down the street about 200 feet. And I come back, and my reporter who's with me is standing outside by the back end of my truck, and he's as white as a ghost. And he's got his eyes are bugged out, and he says, "We have to go." And I said, "Why?" He says, somebody just threatened us with a gun. I'm sorry. He says, yeah. He says, see that guy over there on the bike? And I look over around his shoulder, and about 30 feet down from us is a guy on a bicycle. And he has a gun in his hand, and he's waving it back and forth. And I turn to my reporter, Bill, and he said that if we don't leave now, he's going to shoot us. Well, that made my mind up real fast. Don't have to tell me twice. I go pull the cable back, all 200 feet of it, slam the mast down, pack up, go. Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. I've already been shot at a few times. I didn't need to be threatened with a gun. That was a trip. We never did do that live shot, and we knew it was a bad area going in, but it wasn't one of the most memorable experiences of my life. But you know, if I guess it comes with the territory. You do go into some bad places, and there are some people that do not want you around. I know that when I worked overnights also, I had a bulletproof vest that I would carry. I wouldn't always put it on, because that's just tempting fate. But yeah, I would have a bulletproof vest, and if the need arose, I would definitely put it on. Wasn't the most comforting thought, but you know, at least there was something between you and a bullet, I guess. But yeah, so being in TV news, people don't like you all that often. Whether you're right or left, you're always doing something wrong. And didn't used to be that way. I don't know what changed. I don't know when activism became part of the news, when the hatred of the news started. But it just boggles my mind that people will actually threaten you with a gun. I know that there has been a couple incidents where a TV crew was shot and killed in Virginia from a former employee who was let go. And you never know. You never know. But it's the job I chose. It's my profession. You know, it is what it is. And I can't say that I'm not proud of what I do, because I'm damn proud of what I do. I think I do a decent job of it. I've won an Emmy. Not that that really matters. They give those out like candy. But means I did something that somebody appreciated, I guess. But yeah, having a gun pulled on you. And I've been like pushed, shoved, spit on, punched, almost run over, kicked, spat on, shot at a couple times. It's not for the faint of heart. And there's a thing going on now in the news business where they want to have what they call MMJs, or multimedia journalists. And basically they want a reporter to do their own shooting and their own editing. And that can be a dangerous situation, because if you're staring into that camera, there's nobody that has eyes looking behind you like a cameraman does, like a videographer would be. I would have their back, they would have mine. No one's going to have your back out there in the field when you are doing a one-man band. And it's scary sometimes to think that what could happen. I mean, there's been one-man band news crews that have been robbed out in California. I'm just saying that, it shouldn't be like this. You need to have that partnership going on. And I think that, if you're going to do that, go one-man band, then you can't send reporters into horrible areas, bad areas, just by themselves. Now, I can usually handle myself pretty well. Like I said, I'm 6'3", now I'm 227, so I've lost 141 pounds. So I'm still a big guy, and I can be a little bit intimidating, I get that. But you need to have that dynamic of that partnership where you have your partner's back and your partner has your back. Or things are going to get out of control really, really fastly, especially in a market like Pittsburgh. The competition is fierce in Pittsburgh. It's the most competitive market in the country. And I just think that they don't see exactly what the cost is going to be. They see the bottom line, which is dollars and cents, but they don't see what the bottom line is going to be. The real cost, which might be somebody's life. So I hope to God that the places that are thinking about going MMJs don't do it here, because it's not worth it. Okay, ran over. It's News Guy's pet peeve time. Yeah, here's the number one thing that really makes me upset. It's my pet peeve. Forgive me if you've done this, but you're going to be on my list. We're going to be going live somewhere. And you'll see, we'll be there on the side of the street or in a parking lot somewhere or next to the highway. Hopefully it's not really next to the highway, but you get what I'm saying. So where we go live, and there's usually traffic going by. So we're out there between 4 and 6, in the evening, and traffic's going, and I'm trying to do my job. I'm sure people are trying to get home. And when we're going live, people just have to honk their horns. Hey, look at me. I know what the beepy button does. You're driving? Are you kidding me? It's almost as bad as being on your phone while you're driving. Look, I get it. Ooh, it's the news. Look at me. Look, put me on TV. Yay. Stop it. Okay? Stop it. More than once, I've loved to have yelled, the horn blows, but what about the driver? But I can't do that. You can't do that. But please, if you see your local news station, their camera person and reporter, and you see them on the street and they're standing there and they look like they're going to go live, don't beep your horn. Don't come up to us and say, hey, can you put me on TV? because we won't. You know, before TVs got really small, you used to have console televisions, and you could put stuff on. There's pretty much furniture. So back in the days when we still had the standard definition television and they were bigger, they were tube televisions, some of them were furniture. When someone would say, hey, can I be on TV? My immediate reaction would be, okay, here's what you do. You go home and you stand on your television. You'll be on TV. You'll be on TV. Get it? Be standing on television. Hey, can I be on TV? Why? Who'd you murder? You want to confess? What crime did you commit that you think you're that important that you want to be on television? Come on, people, do better. Okay? We have a job to do. I don't come to your job and kick the sandwich out of your mouth, do I? Leave us be, we'll leave you be. Unless we need MOS, man on street sound, then we're going to come for you. And we're going to ask you if you want to be on TV. Sometimes we won't even ask if you want to be on TV. We'll just put you on TV. We'll record, walk up to you, say, hey, what do you think about blah, blah, blah? And yes, I understand. Sometimes we get the person with two teeth in their whole head, but they're usually the nicest people, and they're usually the ones that are most willing to talk. But don't bother us. I've decided I'm going to make the beef burn ends. I'm not going to make the mashed potatoes unless I'm really hungry, which I probably won't. But I want to get something in me. Oh yeah, burn ends. Heat these through, plate them up. The burnt beef tips with barbecue sauce and mashed potatoes. I probably won't finish all this, but I don't know if you can see that. It looks pretty good, right? Right. So, let's try. That came out pretty good. I feel bad for my wife. She's working from a 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. shift tonight. She's a nurse, and they're so underappreciated with what they do. She's been a director of nursing, an assistant director of nursing, RNAC, restorative care nurse. She worked in infectious diseases. In the late 80s, early 90s, she dealt with a lot of AIDS patients. So she's done it all. And what our nurses do for us, it's overwhelming. And shout out to them. So anyways, I'll finish eating here and put everything away and get some YouTube on. And spend my time that way with all my favorites. Once again, Ration Nerd, appreciate the coffee. And I'm looking forward to seeing your video tomorrow. Oh, no, I have a couple more. And I appreciate it. Thank you. I have another bundle and a couple of fire starter logs. No, I'm fine. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Bye. Bye. Bye, Zoe. Fellow camper asked me if I wanted more firewood. I wish I could use it, but I'm going to be leaving tomorrow, and I still have another package and a couple of compressed fire logs in my car. People are so nice. All right, everybody. I know it's there's a bad flicker. It's 20 after 9. So sue me for the flicker. I hate these Chinese lights anyways. Anyways, have a good night. We'll see you in the morning. I'm going to watch some YouTube, catch up on some people I should be following and catching up on their videos. You take care, and I'll see you in the morning. Have a good night. Well, good morning, everybody. It's 5 minutes till 7 on a Sunday morning. I just woke up and had a really good night's sleep here. Very quiet, very peaceful. After my neighbors decided that they were going to stop playing music. Somewhere around 2 o'clock in the morning, a really loud crash happened, like right behind me. I think a tree fell, and I wasn't going to get up and investigate. I didn't hear anybody screams or anything like that. I think it just fell, and thank goodness it didn't fall on the tent. Of course, I wouldn't be here to tell you if it was, but I'm going to make some coffee. I'm going to get everything torn down here and head on back home. I really like this tent. I think it'd be perfect for myself and my wife. And I'm glad I got it for $9. So anyways, and for everybody, I hope you guys have a good day, good rest of your week. And like I always say, stay out of the news. Take care, everybody.